I don't even think I properly started. Anyway, I was very excited. I thought, first time I ever went to a film festival. I don't know if you've been to one before, but with me, I was very excited anyway. I was like, right, we go to the cinema. I wanted popcorn, I wanted a Coke, but there were so many people, and then I was like, focus. I go in and sit down, and there was this, was a man or woman that was giving a talk about the film, like a brief overview or discussion about it, I can't remember. I was like, this is interesting. And I was like, yes, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then she goes, look, if you fall asleep, it's okay. And I was like, don't tell me that. That's not acceptable.
Don't give me permission.
Yeah, don't give me permission for that. That's not acceptable for Ryan Forrest. I've done that one too many times. I don't want it to be the very first time it happened in the cinema. So I was like, okay, so what's she talking about? She knows not quick. I was like, right. I was like, okay, grand. And then I was like, watching it, and I was like, and then there was like this big bang, like a boom noise.
Yeah.
And she just wakes up, like, no, she's in a deep sleep. She wakes up. She's very kind of out of it, she's not really waking up from deep sleep. You're not really with it, she's moving very, very slowly. And I was like, okay, this is interesting. And then it was just like, it's very, very, very slow process throughout the entire film. Not much happens. There's very little dialogue, and there's so much stillness and silence. I just wanted to claw my face off. And then there was situations of where this same sound she was hearing would happen multiple times throughout the entire movie, and it would happen more frequently, and it would get me because you don't know when to expect it. And the fact that there's so much silence, and it was just very uneasy. I was just so annoyed. I was so annoyed. I was just like, I can't stand it. And then at one point, I nearly fell asleep a dozen times. And I was like, and one of the times when I tried to get myself to wake up, I accidentally made a snore noise.
Oh God!
And Gaz started laughing. Like, did you fall asleep? No, but did you snore? Yes.
Fuck's sake!
And I was like, oh, it was so difficult to stay awake. I couldn't understand. And then there was like people clapping at like certain scenes. I was like, what are they seeing that I'm not seeing? I don't get it. And I was like, oh, thank God it's finished. And then we go home. We see a better film, Old School, and and what was it? Leah, what was that other film we saw? Old School, and the one with Adam Sandler, and he's like trying to make up with his son.
That's My Boy.
Saw a film with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, and we watched that.
That's not hilarious.
And then
not hilarious. It's a great actor for something.
the second day, we went to see, what was the name of that French film? Today.
Boy Travel.
Boy Travel.
Boy Travel, is it?
Boy Travel, sure. Why not?
That was great. She said it wasn't about like gay people or gay relationships, just about relationships in general. And I was like, okay, so he's gay soldiers, and I was like, where's the Willie? And then I looked and I was like waiting for it. And I was like, and then there's like this shot, like angled at the very top of your head. It's like it's looking down while you're showering, and you see a wiener. And I was like, yes, there it is. There's the wiener.
There's the wiener.
It was very good actually. I enjoyed I really enjoyed the music. I really enjoyed the rigorous training that probably had to do for the entire film, and the ceremonial kind of tasks they had to do as well. And to come back to Moria as well, I really enjoyed the sound and the music as well. The scenery was very nice, but I couldn't fucking stand the stillness and the silence, and oh my God, I wanted to fucking punch someone. Anyway, then Carol, the film after that, I was like, it was what I was expected. It was literally, as the title entailed, the life of Carol. That was the plot of the entire movie. I was like, yeah, obviously, birth, mother cleaning their child, and obviously family's like, no, that's our precious milk. That's not yours. We're taking you away. And they're like, we'll feed you with shit milk, and we'll pretend like we care and we look after you.
No.
And then basically they take away from the mother, and
No, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
The mother is like screaming for the child basically.
Oh Christ, no, I definitely don't like
And
that.
yeah, it's very uneasy, and then that little calf goes off to be a big mother, and then you just
That goes up to the Bill Gates. Could you believe it?
and basically gives birth, and then we see, and then they basically her tank is empty at this point. Like she's no use to them in terms of like producing any more milk. So they were like, right, we'll put you into this spot. We'll pretend like you're just getting a nice feed, and then they just shoot her. Was it in the head or something? They shot her anyway, and she's taking her last few breaths, and then she dies. And I was like, basically, it was like a little. It was very sad. I was like, fucking awful. Oh yeah, and one of the worst parts was getting this fucking rubber thing that was spinning and it was smoking. They drill it in her head, and like, wasn't nice at all. That's the half. They say like that's as bad as it gets. Go to a slaughterhouse. It's fucking worse.
No, I don't really want to. I don't think.
There you go. That's my take on all three films. So, if you want me to rate it, I can. So, the Boys Travel, is that what you called it? Yeah. Okay, that's number one, and that was my favorite meaning.
Okay.
Number two was Cow, and number three was Memorial. Oh, and Alexander films. Yeah, that's the two of those films are Old School and what's the other one again?
That's my boy.
Yeah, that's just above Memorial as well. So that's how much I didn't like Memorial. So yeah, that's my take on a adventurous weekend with my old pals, and hopefully we do it next year. Well, we could do it again next week or the following week, but fuck that, no. I spent enough money.